What's up, everyone? This is Saiyan91 back once again for some more Let's Play Wright Ace Attorney. Last time we took care of the first case, known as the first turnabout. Now, when you push new game, when you already complete a case, you can still go to the other cases you haven't gone to, like what we're going to do with episode 2, Turnabout Sisters. Just wanted to make sure I pointed that out. And also, if you're playing this on an emulator like I am, you can also press start, whatever button you set it to, during gameplay, and you can save on that little save in that area that you saved. So it's kind of like a save state. But anywho, let's get started with episode 2, Turnabout Sisters. Yeah, I can talk during this part since nothing's happening. It's just a call between Mia and her sister Maya. And this will be setting up a critical point in the case. It's nice to see that Maya's been doing fine. Let's hold the evidence. Well, that's kind of understandable. So in other words, it's Larry's statue of the Thinker. And it counts as evidence. Not only in the previous case, but in this one. And apparently there is no more, it can no longer tell the time since Mia took it apart and put some things inside of it instead. So that's helpful, hiding in a place that no one would look for it. It's nice enough. Oh God. Maya always talks about burgers. It's ridiculous. And this is the end of the call, so I'll be quiet for this upcoming part. Not that it really matters, there's no spoken dialogue, but you get the idea. And so begins the introduction to Turnabout Sisters. And this will be the last time that we actually get to see the criminal before the main case starts, so it'll be the last spoiler we're going to get. Looks like Phoenix has just entered the offices and is spotted Mia herself. And here we get to do a little bit more with the game. It's called Examine and Move. Examine we pretty much know all about. Move is something different though. This you can go to different locations, so it'll help out quite a bit going from place to place. That's no good. Oh snap! And Mia is unfortunately dead. I think she passed out. Yep. The shock must have been too much for her. And that's a good thing for Capcom, putting her leg right in the way of her naughty bitch. Otherwise, we'd have to, you know, bitch at them. But you're honestly saying she still was wearing that suit? Here, let's examine the room itself. And let's examine this. It's the Thinker. It's the murder weapon again. And what's that over there? Shards of glass. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, poor Mia. She lasted one freaking case. And so the Thinker is again added to the court record. And so is this glass. But they won't come in handy until, I believe, much later. At least the glass, anyway. And all of a sudden, a piece of paper just showed up out of nowhere. You can either double-click on the item or just hit it once and then the examine button. It says Maya on it. It's actually on the receipt. Add to the court record. What is she doing there? Okay, that'll be it for now. Wait, hold on. I'll look at this window first. Gatewater Hotel. Okay. Let's get out of here. Man, the girl just left. No one better tell it on me. Just shows up without announcing. She looks... Yep, this is Maya. This is Mia's sister. Oh god. Let's talk to her first. What happened? Well, we gotta get some answers from her, otherwise we're gonna get nowhere in finding out who did the assault on Mia. Okay, so she had nothing to do with it, so that's good. She is essentially innocent. Uh-huh. I wanted to keep something safe, but unfortunately, that didn't work out too well. And let's present the receipt. And it has your name on it. Just chill. Just because it has your name on it doesn't mean that you did it. I mean, any person with a brain could have seen in the opening that you obviously didn't do it. And sometimes when you talk to them, they will sometimes either bring up other pieces of information or maybe some other things you can do with them. I might as well just check out the office one more time. And examine the phone. Better call the police, because it's the right thing to do. But it won't work. Oh snap. Knew that window was important. Oh crap! Boobs! Sweet Jesus. Capcom. What is wrong with you? Okay, now we should go back to the law office. And now the police have arrived! Fantastic! This is not turning out well. And oh god! Dick Gumshoe, one of the best characters in the game. I love Gumshoe. He is hilarious. Yes, it has to be Miss Boobs over here. Why does she have to have pink hair? And obviously, since we're at the scene of the crime, he immediately believes that one of us has to have done it. And who else but the person whose name is written on the piece of paper. Poor Maya. And please excuse me if you can hear my mouse clicking, but it's either this or clicking on buttons, so you're gonna get clicking one way or another. Immediate accusation. Something tells me that wouldn't really float in a real court. So I'm guessing that Phoenix got like 0 sleep. But hey, it's kind of what I'm doing right now. And the first ever time we get to see the detention center, where we get to talk to our defendant, or the people accused of a crime. The name is Phoenix. Hells yeah. I always go the happy route. I choose, of course I will. Yeah, of course I will. No, don't worry, you didn't say the wrong thing. Nothing bad will happen. And so she believes that she is essentially screwed at this point, since really there's no evidence against what has been seen. Things are just going bad to worse for Maya. And so Mia told Maya all about our exploits. One of the few times we actually get to see Mia's full sprite. It's gonna be annoying trying to go from Mia and Maya because they're so damn alike. In other words, he's the noob. It'll take a bit more than just 3 years, Mia. So, do you want us as your lawyer or not? I just want to punch him right in the face. Let's talk about you. Yes, what the hell are you wearing? A spirit medium in training. Basically, they tend to all spiritual sort of matters, like, say, ghosts and the likes, and, like, souls. And they can communicate with the dead. And apparently, all the women in her family can pretty much do this. But she's essentially a newbie, just like we are, but in a different profession. And keep in mind, Maya's only like 17 in the game, so she's pretty much living on her own. That takes plenty of stones. but she can't do that since she's still training and such. So in other words, she's essentially, and I hate to say it, but she's kind of useless at this moment. And we're talking about back then, they're just repeating the same thing. I can see how just reading off the text would be a hell of a lot easier for a game like this, but it just shows that you're kind of lazy in effect. And she recorded the cell phone call. Where is your cell phone? But she doesn't have it. Instead, Gumshoe took it. And so we'll just ask him for it when we see him. And we'll be able to do that thanks to Maya's memo. But I do kind of see where doing anything else besides reading would be kind of dull and boring. But just seeing it from a different, side of the story. And she's telling us about another lawyer that she wants to represent her, not us. And we might as well accept. Don't want to be rude or be a douche since, well, given all that she's been through in like the past, I'm guessing like 12 hours. A lot of shit to go through. And the trial's going to be immediately tomorrow. That's insane. And that won't be good. Oh, they're giving you a hell of a lot of time. Okay, the day of the crime. Thankfully, she's been talking all about it, so she's kind of gotten over it. Not in the way that she's over what Mia has, happened to her, but yeah. But a lot of this is just recapping what already happened, so you should feel free to just skip through it unless you want to read every word. And we might as well look through our stuff. Maya's memo. And all that. Let's go back to the law offices and get that cell phone back. Fantastic. Bill police officers, no duh. And you always gotta make a grand entrance, don't you, Gumshoe? I mean, do kind of look like a butthead. Actually, he was proven innocent. Suede shoes, gum tree. Kind of like suede shoes, but just answer correctly, just Gumshoe. And if you want to know what a gumshoe is, it's pretty much an old name for a detective. So it's Detective Dick Detective. Don't go around calling me Dick. Hey Dick, get over here. Just taking it in the wrong sense just makes it that much funnier. Actually, you could just call him Rich or whatever. Okay, now let's talk about Mia. And here's where you can get the autopsy report and see how she went, even though we pretty much already know what happened. The murder weapon and everything. Just hand me the damn thing, man. Thank you. And I'll just take a quick peek. Cause of death, single blunt force trauma, death was instantaneous. Good to know. Then let's talk about Maya. And why is that? Prosecutor Edgeworth. Yeah, I pretty much do. Let's talk about Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth. The last name kind of sounds intimidating, but not the first. Of course I do, of course not. Of course I do. If you're a prosecutor, he doesn't feel pain or remorse. He's a heartless bastard. That doesn't mean jack. He became a prosecutor at 20. Holy shit. So there's a lot of, you know, shady stuff behind Edgeworth. But Edgeworth seems to be a nice guy. He hates crime, so who knows, maybe he'll be the next Batman. Okay, enough talking. Let's just give him the memo and we can get on our way. Now, hand over that damn phone. Yes, give it to me. Damn it. Tell him not so straight.